HowExpert Top 10 Book Summary and Review. Tips and Lessons for Spontaneous Happiness by Andrew Weill, MD. Number 1. We need to redefine the concept of happiness. Dr. Weill begins the book by challenging our current definition of happiness. He believes what the American popular culture has been promoting to be constantly positive or happy is unnatural. He explains all of our emotions are valid and serve a purpose. The key, however, is to find balance. He uses our heartbeats as an example. How a healthy heart would adjust the beating rhythm based on the activities we engage in. The changes in heartbeats are subtle. The same goes for our mood. We can find a balance between the high and low instead of constantly wishing we were happy all the time. He suggests readers to consider a new definition of happiness, which is more about contentment, serenity, and acceptance of reality. Number 2, we have a choice. Dr. Weill believes that we can choose to make decisions and cultivate contentment, serenity, and acceptance in our lives. It's a constant practice and a journey. However, we absolutely have the power to make positive changes and live a healthier and more fulfilling life. Dr. Weill considers a healthy person to be a whole person, physically, mentally, and spiritually. We need to pay attention to all three aspects in order to improve our lives. Improving all three of these aspects is the key to eliminate many root causes of illness which plague our society today, such as diseases due to chronic inflammation or different forms of anxiety. Number 3, we can improve our bodies by eating healthy. It seems obvious to point out the importance of eating food that nourish our body and mind. However, it's a very important foundation to improve our bodies from a cellular level. Dr. Weill recommends eating a Mediterranean diet, which is rich in omega-3s. He explains how important omega-3 is to keep our brains healthy. In addition to eating a balanced diet, Dr. Weill suggests taking 2 to 4 grams of good quality fish oil in order to provide our bodies with the amount of omega-3 our brains need. Number 4, appropriate exercises keep us healthy and happy. We all know the importance of exercise, and it's free. By doing exercises that are appropriate for our bodies, we can boost our mood while helping our bodies to stay optimal. Dr. Weill suggests doing 30 minutes of aerobic or non-aerobic exercises 6 days per week. He believes we should choose activities we enjoy, such as gardening, brisk walking, or swimming. It's also important to listen to our bodies as we age. We might enjoy running in our 20s, but as we get older, the impact on our joints from running may no longer be suitable for us. We can choose other forms of exercise, such as biking or swimming. It would even be better when we choose to exercise outdoors because we receive the benefits of getting more vitamin D. Most of us lack vitamin D due to our modern-day lifestyles. By being outside and exposing ourselves to more sunlight, we receive more vitamin D. We improve our bone health and decrease the chances of getting cancer, multiple sclerosis, and influenza. Vitamin D is also a key factor to reduce cognitive decline. Number 5, we need to be careful taking medications or recreational drugs to control our moods. Dr. Weill is a leading practitioner in the integrative healthcare method. He combines Western science as well as Eastern medical practices and philosophies to help his patients. He cautions people about the side effects of using drugs. Regardless of prescription or over-the-counter drugs or recreational drugs, all of them are either depressants or stimulants. It's also difficult to predict how individuals would react to these drugs. While he suggests people to try alternative methods before choosing to take drugs, he is a strong believer that people who struggle with bipolar need medication to maintain balance in their lives. Number 6, good quality sleep and the ability to manage our thoughts are vital to our health. One of the biggest challenges for human beings throughout history and the present is being plagued by our thoughts. It's one of the reasons so many people struggle with insomnia. Many scientific studies have shown even in healthy individuals, sleep deprivation can cause them to be less sociable, less optimistic, and more sensitive to bodily pain. One simple yet effective way to manage our thoughts is using a breathing exercise called 4-7-8. During the breathing exercise, it's best to place the tip of your tongue behind and above the front teeth and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose with the mouth closed and silently count to 4. Then hold the breath and count silently to 7. The final step is to exhale through the mouth to a count of 8 and make a whoosh sound. Dr. Weill suggests doing this exercise at least twice a day or whenever we feel anxious or stressed. Dr. Weill suggests doing this exercise at least twice a day or when we feel anxious or stressed. Number 7, spend time in nature and appreciate beauty are good for our soul. When we notice ourselves feeling anxious or stressed, one simple thing we can do is to spend time in nature. It can be something as effortless as looking up and stargazing. It helps us appreciate the vastness of the universe and accept how small our problems are, thus helping us to feel better. Other small steps we can take might be bringing fresh flowers into our living space and reminding ourselves how beautiful nature is. Or if we have a piece of art we really like in our home, we can spend time admiring its beauty. There are beauties everywhere when we pay attention to our surroundings. When we choose to appreciate the beauties in our lives, we realize our lives are worth living and worth celebrating. Number 8, cultivating gratitude and choosing to forgive help us to become more content and serene. Dr. Weill talks about the importance to express gratitude. The practice could be verbally or silently listing what we are grateful for in our lives. Some people might choose to write those lists down in a journal. He also explains how much we can heal by choosing to forgive people or past events that have caused us pain. He says it's not so much for other people, it's a gift that we can give to ourselves. When we forgive, we finally let go of the past and the burden. We can choose to create a present with more serenity. A simple exercise would be writing a letter to forgive the person who has hurt us in the past. We don't have to send it or share the letter. Just by writing it, we begin a journey to heal ourselves. Number 9, cut back on technology to find more peace in our daily lives. A lot of modern anxiety is triggered by the amount of information fed to us through technology at a high speed. Dr. Weill encourages us to reduce our usage of technology as well as exposure to news. In a way, it's a form of detox. There's no formula to do this, so it depends on the individual. It could be reducing the frequency for checking emails or watching the news. Or it could be not touching the mobile phone on the weekends. By reducing the noises from our lives, we can begin to cultivate serenity. And number 10, time with animals and receiving physical touch from other human beings can heal us tremendously. When we spend time with animals, we can receive an ample amount of unconditional love. Animals also inspire us to be complete in the present. So if you have animals or have access to spend time with them, it would be highly beneficial. Dr. Weill also recommends receiving human touch because it could be a powerful way to improve our emotional well-being. Human touch can help us build trust between each other. It can also provide comfort and elicit compassion. We can treat ourselves to a massage or an aquatic bodywork or simply giving and receiving a hug from loved ones. If you liked our video, be sure to click like and subscribe for more HowExpert Top 10 videos for all topics from A to Z in the future. Thank you, have an amazing day, and take care. HowExpert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z by everyday experts. Visit HowExpert.com to learn more.